All right, guys, we're gonna try something that's never been tried on this channel before, or for that matter, any other channel. A really bad singer is gonna try to do a cover. Oh wait, sorry, that's a lot of other channels, never mind. Shade! But because it's copyright protected, I can't actually use a backing track, so I'm just gonna go a cappella on this one. All right, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Prima donna girl, whoa, nothing like the rise and fall of the world. Want it all, prima donna girl, whoa, nothing like the rise and the full world. None things for me, diamond ring for me. Would you get on your knees for me? Pop a pretty question right now,
for
baby.
Me, that whole audition was something I would expect to hear outside Magic Mountain at Disney.
Alright guys, you have been asking me to explain Marina and the Diamonds for a long time now, and I didn't know a ton about them, but after reading your comments, I definitely went and listened to Marina, and my gosh, she's got a voice and she's got something to say, and she's like that perfect blend of alternative and pop, which is right where my happiness is. So I've been listening to her for a while now, and it's been awesome. So I wanted to turn around and explain one of her most popular songs to you guys today, Primadonna Girl. Also, contest alert, contest alert. There are a lot of you guys, but I think that there should be more. Not only for continuing our mission of getting deeper lyrics out there, but also for increasing the conversation that we have around here. And who knows, maybe one day I could YouTube full time. Not that I think I ever could or anything. But basically share any one of my videos with your friends and then take a screenshot of the share and the likes and the hearts and submit it to the link down below. First place prize gets 50 bucks and my How to Write Original Lyrics That Sounds Good course. Second place gets 30 in the course. Third place gets 20 in the course. And we'll see what happens. For those of you who have been sharing me all along, oh, you're too kind. Let's get into Primadonna Girl, and let's see first of all what Marina herself has said about the song. In one interview, she called it magnifications of certain parts of me and every woman. So she basically is going to use Primadonna Girl to look at a personality aspect that she thinks she sees in every woman, but particularly in herself, and it's a magnification of it. So it's not necessarily a realistic picture, it's an inflated picture of it, and we'll see why it's inflated. She also explains it's about not needing anybody when it comes to love. Your reason for being is to live for adoration. Girls usually feel like this when they are not appreciated in a relationship. The inspiration from the song came from an ex-boyfriend. He called me a prima donna. I love it, but I also kind of hate it. I thought I'd channeled this well-known but kind of undesirable character type into a pop song. As the saying goes that I just made up, you've either been one or dated one at least once in your life. First of all, I love her sense of humor, but let's also keep in mind what a prima donna is. In the Italian opera, the prima donna, the first lady, was usually the lead soprano or the best singer, and they got a reputation for being super high drama and high maintenance. But they were so good at what they did that people just put up with it. Prima donnas nowadays are a stereotypical female who thinks a lot of herself and expects a lot from other people to just take care of her or do whatever she wants. They demand the world, and sometimes they're confused when the world doesn't oblige. Marina holds this concept lightly, simultaneously indulging in it, while also recognizing its ridiculousness. And the question we're gonna define here is, who is the prima donna girl? So we jump into the chorus and we hear the first line, prima donna girl, yeah, all I ever wanted was the world. Note that first hint of irony. Notice how she treats something big, the world, as something small. Well, obviously you could just give it to me. Have you ever interacted with somebody who belittled something that was important to you because it seemed small compared to them? That seems to be an essential characteristic of Marina's prima donna. We have the line, I can't help that I need it all, which shows involuntary poor impulse control, so she's used to getting what she wants. You say that I'm kind of difficult, but it's always someone else's fault. She blames it on others and she lacks self-control and self-empowerment as a result. What happens to her is not her fault, she says. She blames it on others, and in that way, she kind of gives up some of her own power to make her own decisions. Got you wrapped around my finger, babe. And yet somehow certain people are magnetically attracted to that personality type. The self-assurance and the confidence can be interesting. Buy a big diamond ring for me. Would you get down on your knees for me? Pop that pretty question right now, baby. Now she's talking about a prelude to marriage, engagement, but she doesn't mention the marriage because marriage is difficult. She's talking about the high drama moment, the intense, exciting moment, the engagement. She wants the drama of engagement, but she's not even saying anything about her lover. In fact, all she wants to be is a beauty queen on a silver screen. She wants it all focused on her. Then she finishes verse 1, I know I've got a big ego. I really don't know why it's such a big deal though. She doesn't understand other people's objections to her worldview. And that's because her worldview is too big to be able to empathize with or understand other people's perspectives. And here's the sad part in the pre-chorus. And I'm sad to the core. Every day is a chore. When you give, I want more. I want to be adored. Life can never be what she wants it to be, so she's constantly disappointed. Her expectations need to be lowered, otherwise every day does seem like a chore because it's just never as good as she wants it to be. Her expectations need to match reality, something actually that I learned from Candace and Casey Neistat's podcast Couples Therapy and from my own experience in marriage. In verse 2, she says to fill up the void with celluloid, and basically that's taking pictures of yourself since celluloid is used to take pictures. So notice that she's filling up the void with more of herself because that's the only thing she has too much of. Herself and her ego. And then in pre-chorus 2, we hear going up, going down, down, down. So for one up, there's like 3 downs there. And then anything for the crown, crown, crown. I think that this sums up the whole song really nicely. It's constantly, maybe a little bit up, a little bit of a good time, but it just eventually does slide down as you're trying to pursue a crown or some outward statement of how great you are. And I think that draws a pretty conclusive picture of Primadonna Girl. Marina is saying that yes, she has this personality trait inside of her, but she's turned it into a caricature or an exaggerated picture of the real thing to kind of let the ridiculousness of it show. She's not saying that anybody should be like this person, she's just being this person trying on this hat for a moment to kind of get a feel for it and to understand what that sort of a personality trait could lead to. She's playing a role for the sake of an experiment, for teaching herself a lesson, and for letting other people understand what exactly a Primadonna Girl looks like. And guys, I think there's a couple of questions that we can ask ourselves as a result here. Do we have unrealistic expectations of others in the world around us? Do we need to listen to others more and be able to empathize with their points of view better? Are we kind of full of ourselves and tripping on our own ego? If the answer was yes in any of those cases, which for me, at times, the answer has been yes to all 3. Then maybe you, maybe I, maybe we're all Primadonna girls. Guys, I'm curious to hear what you learned from this video. Comment down below what's a good Marina and the Diamonds song to do next time. And don't forget that contest. Share a video, any video that I've made, and try to get your friends to like and heart it. And the person who gets the most gets some prizes. Link in the description. Thanks so much for watching, everybody, and I'll talk to you next time.